Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Madden 22. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of an experiment, I guess, or a simulation of, the Steelers' upcoming season. It's not going to be accurate because, the rosters aren't completely updated. The schedule obviously isn't the same, but just a estimation of what a simulation of the Steelers season would be if Mitchell Trubisky was their starting quarterback, because as you know, with the start of free agency now, the Steelers did pick up Trubisky to be their starter, with Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins being in the backup spots behind him. So, very interesting to see the first season of the Steelers without Ben Roethlisberger, which in a way, he hasn't been the same Ben Roethlisberger that he's been his entire career for a couple years now. But just the fact that he's not going to be there at all is definitely going to be interesting to see. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right on in. I'll see you guys when we get to the menu. Alright, everybody, so as you can see, we've got the lineup here. Mitchell Trubisky, I can't even say his name right, goodness. Mitchell Trubisky is the starting quarterback. Haskins and Rudolph are below him. He's a 67, which I feel, is kind of a little low on him anyways, because Mitchell Trubisky is definitely better than other guys. Like, they've got him just 1 point above Drew Lock, and I think he's definitely better than that. I would say at least, 70, 71 maybe, if not a little bit higher. But, the Steelers, the offensive line, of course, is not great, but they do have a couple good weapons offensively. You got Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, of course, Najee Harris, and Juju Smith-Schuster. And Eric Ebron and Pat Freiermuth. Go ahead and make Freiermuth the top tight end. But other than that, we're going to leave everything the same, because this is kind of just a simulation of if Trubisky just with the team that they had, in the base game. There's the defense, but again, not really a big part. Just going to be seeing what the team does with Trubisky. We're going to simulate maybe 1 or 2 seasons just to see how everything goes. But yeah, I'll catch you guys when we get to the mid-season mark. Alright, everybody, so here we are at the mid-season mark. We're 2-4. Definitely not good. Let's check it out and see what Trubisky has been up to. As I just saw the Panthers are 5-2. Okay. Alright, Trubisky, not horrible. 58% completion percentage, not great. 1,400 yards through, 6 games? He's averaging over 200 yards a game, 233 actually. 9 touchdowns and 4 picks, so yes, he's not doing horrible, but obviously it's not what you want to see. And we will check his rushing, 28 for 123 and a touchdown. Nothing super outrageous, but yeah. Juju is actually the top receiver, Deontay Johnson. I don't know if he got hurt or what, but he doesn't even have a touchdown yet. But Claypool and Smith-Schuster have been doing pretty good, and man, Pat Freiermuth has been doing really good as well. But yeah, just to look real quick, I want to see some of these records. Let's see some of the most outrageous ones. Panthers are 5-2, Falcons are 5-1, Patriots are 7-0, Broncos are 5-2. But I guess we got to remember they do have Russell Wilson here. And the Vikings are 1-5. The Bengals are undefeated. The 49ers are 1-5. Bills are 1-5. Goodness. The Seahawks are. Come on now, who did the Seahawks have to make them 5-2? I know it's not Drew Lock. It is Drew Lock. Oh my goodness. Drew Lock has them at 5-2. Dang. People be sleeping on Drew Lock, I guess. Yeah, but that's not what we're here for. I do plan on doing some more videos. I'm planning on definitely doing one with the Broncos and one with the Seahawks to see, because I feel like there's some interesting teams to check out and see, with some of the changes they have. Obviously, I want to try and get the rosters to be as accurate as I can before I do more But I just wanted to get something out there, and I think the Steelers are one of the biggest ones because the quarterback change is such a big one. But yeah, enough talking. We'll go and simulate to the end of the season, and yeah, see what the Steelers ended up with as their final record. All right, and here we are at the end of the season, 7-10. You know, kind of what I would expect from them in a season with Trubisky as the starter. Let's see. Finished 29th in offensive, or 28th in offensive passing yards per game, but 11th in rushing yards per game. Not too bad, but let's check out the stats, obviously. That's the biggest thing here. Trubisky almost had 4,000 yards, 59% completion percentage, just 3 yards away from 4,000. 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. Not a horrible ratio. Kind of similar to Josh Allen in his second year. Which, funny because Trubisky, his numbers do look a lot like Josh Allen that season. His second season as the starter when they did make the playoffs. Which, funny enough, he sat behind Josh Allen. So yeah, not a horribly unrealistic season. And yeah, I think 7-10 is pretty much what I would expect from them. He did also have 69 rushes for 265 yards and a touchdown. And look at Najee, 278 rushes, 1,356 yards, 18 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Let's see, Juju had over 900 yards with just 3 touchdowns. Deontay Johnson, like, no one really stood out that much. Freiermuth did pretty good for tight end, but yeah, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'll just simulate one more season to see, you know, if the computer can have them upgrade. Like I said, this isn't you know, traditional like a rebuild or anything, so I'm not really worried about that. Just seeing based off what the computer does and what, you know, the Steelers already have, just, you know, what they got. So yeah, I'll just simulate to next season and catch you guys before we get into the next one. Alright everybody, so here we are at the beginning of the next season. I did check to make sure that Mitchell Trubisky was still the quarterback, and he is. The only real big change I noticed on the offense was Juju is gone, so Claypool is now the number 2 receiver. But yeah, I mean, I guess without further ado, we'll simulate to the middle of the season and just see if things improve. So yeah, just remembering back last year, they were 2-4 at the mid-season point, and we'll check and see where they are when we get there. And funny enough, the Steelers are the exact same record again, 2-4. But the crazy thing is the Bengals are 2-5 and below them, and the Browns are 6-0. Goodness. Let's check some of these other teams out. Is there anyone else that's kind of crazy? The Saints 1-6. You know, oh, the Lions are 6-1. Goodness, who do they have as their quarterback? I know I'm kind of getting sidetracked by looking at these other teams, but let's check Trubisky. Literally almost the exact same stat line. Almost the exact same. That is ridiculous. It's like almost exact same yardage, almost exact same completion percentage, and exact same touchdown interception ratio. That's insane. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, so yeah, it looks to be almost the exact same, but we'll see if there's anything different, if they finish better than 7-10 at the end of the season. But I'll catch you guys when we get to the end. And we finished worse than we did last year at 5-12. The Browns, though, they did go 13-4. Checking out the stats. Trubisky did break 4,000 yards this year, 4,332 yards, 58% completion percentage again, but 26 touchdowns, 11 picks, not too bad. Fairly good improvement. He had, what was that, 6 more touchdowns and 2 more picks. Not too bad. He finished with almost 200 rushing yards, just 1 touchdown. Do we have a 1,000-yard receiver again? We actually had 2. Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool both had over 1,000 yards and at least 6 touchdowns each. But yeah, not a horrible season number-wise for Trubisky, but it's just the record. They're 7-10 the first year and 5-12 the second. And yeah, just not what you're really looking for when you get a quarterback to come in. But hey, I mean, he played well. It's just the team around him apparently did not do well. I'm not sure exactly the defense either. Looked to be around middle of the pack for defense, but offense is near the bottom. Man, their rushing is really, well, look pretty bad. But yeah, that is the Steelers, I guess, simulation of their first 2 seasons with Mitchell Trubisky. Like I said, obviously it's not the most realistic because I didn't really do any other off-season moves or anything or any drafting. Just let the computer simulate it all. It was just a complete computer sim. All I did was put Trubisky on the team. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to see some more videos like this, I plan on doing some more and getting a bit more in-depth, probably doing of the Steelers a little later, kind of like a rebuild. But if you guys want to see some more Madden content, be sure to let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date for all my latest content. I am currently doing a Giants franchise / rebuild kind of thing on the channel. But yeah, next episode of that should be coming out soon. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to check out the first 2 episodes of that. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.